Hey everybody, Mark here from Advanced Sim Racing. This is our Montreal factory. Today we'll take a minute to show you every step that goes into production of our own products. I hope you can appreciate the amount of care and detail that goes into the fabrication of everything that we do here. And we'll show you exactly what goes on behind the scenes. So stick around. All right, first step, most importantly, raw materials. We at Advanced Sim Racing work with aluminum profile. We manufacture most of our core product out of aluminum or steel. We use a aluminum mill in Ontario. It's a big company that has a mill also in the United States. They supply us with this very high grade, high alloy aluminum that we use to make our product. And as you'll see, this is something proprietary to Advanced Sim Racing. It's our own die, it's our own cut. And there are plenty of reasons that go into that selection, and I'll cover that in just a second. So I want to touch on this briefly. The aluminum cut, the aluminum profile that we have here is our own proprietary die and design at the factory. The reason behind it is a quality of life choice. As you know, we powder coat all of our products, so we went with a design that has a bit more space in the channels, for example, just to allow for easier insertion and removal, if necessary, of T-nuts. It makes the assembly process that much more simple for people. Compared to most 80/20 rigs you will find in the industry, this aluminum is very, very high quality, very high grade. It is not from China, as you will find in most of of our competitors. This is designed and chosen to allow for a no flex experience. We're trying to mitigate also all unnecessary vibration in the chassis. And this allows for really a smoother experience for the user and allows them to get the most out of their peripherals, really. As you know, here at Advanced Sim Racing, we sell multiple products and we use different lengths of aluminum. So we have this industrial automated saw here that allows us to avoid any kind of length mistakes when it comes to cutting and production. So meaning when it comes to assembly, you will not see a longer or shorter beam that would lead to a weak point in the assembly. And this saw with the precise measurement system allows us to do just that and keep a control over quality. Also, we have started doing more and more custom projects for our clients. So for the clients that have already purchased with us, they have purchased a rig, they have come to us for different products, we offer the opportunity to get your own list of parts and cuts and color. For example, if you want to build your own extension or flight simulator, or you want to build anything using aluminum profile, we now offer that service as well. And this is possible because of the industrial saw that we have here in Montreal. So another very important step that goes into our production process is preparing the aluminum, preparing the metal. As you know, we powder coat most of our products. So in order for us to be able to make the most quality powder coat work possible, we sand the edges, for example, on the aluminum to ensure that it will stick and it will last as long as possible. Any product also that requires tapping will be done here manually to ensure the utmost quality control. We want to make sure that the taps are straight and easy to screw into. So we do everything here and we keep an eye on the quality. So when we started Advanced Sim Racing, we brought the idea of powder coating to sim racing, to 80/20 profile. The reason behind it, we wanted to offer something that was more durable because powder coating brings this extra layer of scratch protection. We also wanted to ensure that the products look good. You know, when you're a sim racer, obviously you love cars, and who doesn't love a clean, good-looking car? The idea was to bring the same level of finish and quality to a rig that you could proudly display in your living room or your gaming room. So when we moved to this factory here in Anjou, we decided to invest massively in what I think is the best possible quality powder coating finish solution from GFS. Whether it's the spray boot, the spray guns, the oven, we went all out to ensure that our powder coat work was going to be up to par to what we were doing before with third-party suppliers, so we could keep the same level of care and quality and do everything in-house. The first step of powder coating, obviously racking up the product. It may seem simple, but it is important that everything is well done because it ensures that our painter can do a pretty decent job at covering all the surface of the product and ensure that there's no blank spot on the work. So this step is very important. It has to be done right and ensure that the step after that is also done correctly. Obviously, who says powder coating requires the paint work? This is obviously the most important step of the process. It is really easy to do a terrible job when it comes to powder coating, and it's really hard to do something proper. So since we've invested massively in the facility, we wanted to make sure we gave our team the proper training, the right tools to ensure that the products that we put out are always done in the maximum possible quality that we could get done. And we've been working with the specialists that helped us with this installation. We work with the powder manufacturer to make sure that we have the right tools, the right application, and the right way to do it. And this allows us to keep producing a massive amount of products and keep a very steady quality. So before we get to painting, there's a very important step, everything related to washing and rinsing the metal, the aluminum, to ensure that there's no imperfections. Imagine a piece of dust that would lay on the metal, gets powder coated, then you would see in the powder coat and you'd see the imperfections. So we try to minimize as much as possible to keep all the parts clean and ready to be painted. Obviously, this is done with a chemical solution, with water, but everything is done by the book, with care for the environment. All the water that we dispose of outside is tested and measured for chemicals. We test the pH balance, and all is done by the book to apply to the rules of the City of Montreal for water disposal. So we try to be as eco-friendly as possible, considering the context of powder coating. So once you're done with painting, very important step as well, we have to get to the oven. We'd love to show you inside today, but the temperatures could cook a pizza, so it's probably not the best idea to walk in. But once the application is made, as you can see, this is a rough powder coat work, and then it'll be cooked in the oven. And yes, for those who are not familiar with powder coating, you have to cook your powder coat work. And it goes with a very specific recipe. So our Infinite Black, which is our best-selling color, is a very specific mix and requires a very specific temperature and a very specific time. So when it comes to application, cooling, and heating, it's all very well measured, tested. You wouldn't believe the amount of aluminum that we threw away because we were testing to make sure that the product would come out as perfect as we can make it. So this is probably the trickiest and most scientific part of the powder coating work. So once we're done with all of that, we obviously have a finished product. As you can see here, this batch of pedal trays. And the reason why we do this in the end is really to ensure maximum scratch protection. We want to make sure that when you assemble your products, you don't end up with scratches just because you dropped your Allen key on the pedal tray. So this, as you'll see close up, the level of attention to this finish is really pristine. And we're really proud to be able to do everything in-house and show this to our clients with our finished products. As you've seen, we put a lot of care and attention to pre-production. So of course, when it comes to packaging our products, we also apply the extra effort. Every heavy item, so meaning aluminum, pedal trays, we will protect with this foam and tape to ensure that even if our favorite delivery drivers are playing throw a box Olympics with our products, there's a very, very good chance that everything will come to your house protected and in 100% conditions. And that for us is, of course, part of the experience. We want to deliver quality products and we want them to reach you in the state that we made them. And of course, transit across the United States can be tricky. So that's why everything that's heavy is well protected. Of course, with the same attention to detail, we pack and prepare all the small parts that we sell here at Advanced Sim Racing or that make up our products. As you can see with this Vesa plate, it is tightly packaged and protected for shipment. And you will see here every single item that we use, sub-assemblies, they all have SKUs. So this allows our team to package boxes of hardware and pieces and parts accordingly. And then everything that is hardware will get assembled here. It's all done by hand, it's all weighted and counted. And this allows us to minimize any kind of errors. We also send extra hardware, so when you assemble your kit, there's always going to be some extra pieces and parts just to ensure that you have a seamless assembly experience. And pretty much all of our parts, if anything happens, because of course we cannot be perfect at all times, if anything happens, we're here in Montreal, we can ship a missing screw to California within a day. So we got you covered, but we'll always apply the maximum level of care and attention to make sure that your hardware will be ready to assemble. So as you'll see here, this is the inventory of everything Advanced Sim Racing manufactures. So all the boxes you see around me are all products that we have in stock. You'll see here the ASR Pro, ASR 3. So all of this is ready to ship rapidly. Of course, with the growth that we've had, we've struggled in the past with dispatch time. Our goal for 2023 is really that any specific Advanced Sim Racing product that you order, will be expedited, will be shipped within 1 or 2 days. We'll leave our offices and reach you, hopefully with transit, within 3 to 5 days. So we're hoping to make delays as little as possible. So when you want to get racing, you want to get your sim at home, we'll be ready to get you covered and get shipping really fast. Of course, manufacturing all of these products here at Advanced Sim Racing, the ultimate goal is to get them to your doors so you can start racing. We take a lot of precautions when it comes to shipping heavy items. As you see here, everything is taped and strapped, and all the boxes are custom made by one of our partners here in Quebec to ensure shock resistance. If the box gets dropped and the aluminum is protected, and as you've seen, it's protected inside, so we have this dual layer of protection to ensure a smooth transit. We mainly work with UPS here at Advanced Sim Racing, and we do it via pallet shipping. So what happens is our team behind me, they will prepare the pallet for UPS. UPS will come in, pick up the pallet, and then start scanning and moving every single item from their distribution center. So what happens is this allows for minimizing lost items. And what happens in your tracking is that you may see that the shipping label has been printed, but it hasn't started moving yet. Well, this is what's happening. It's actually on a pallet going to UPS, and it'll start moving in a day or two. But this also ensures that UPS treats the item faster because the goods are already in their distribution center, doesn't have to go through smaller outposts with shipping trucks and etc. So this is how we do it. It's such a very important step to make sure that all the effort we put in the factory arrives to your door in pristine condition, and shipping is such a key factor. As some of you may know, we have the largest sim racing inventory in all of North America, if not the world, who knows. We carry about 40 different brands, about 400 different peripherals, whether it be wheelbase, wheels, shifter, pedals, name it. We have everything you may need to build a full simulator. And having everything in stock, it allows us to do extremely fast shipping. So for example, an order will come in the morning for a SimiCube unit. It'll be out the door within the next 30 minutes, or sometimes even faster, depending on where our shipping team is with their day. So we also offer local pickup here for our clients in Quebec. And of course, we've seen in the industry where some of our competitors list products online but do not have stock. We are trying to avoid that 100%. Whatever you see on the website, you will see the inventory count. And if you see a number on there, it's because it's here behind me in this storage facility. So here at Advanced Sim Racing, we always strive to offer only the best products to our clients. So when we build complete systems, we look to D-Box, our partners, to provide the haptics, motion, and vibration system. These guys make the absolute #1 system in the industry. And over the last few years, we've become their #1 global distributor. So we supply other partners and resellers across the globe, and we guide them in their use of these products. We're most likely the outfit with the most experience deploying these systems and getting the most out of them for a proper sim racing experience. So if ever you're in Montreal and you want to give this a shot, please reach out. We have demos upstairs here, and we'd be happy to show you. All right, just a quick side note here. This is our build room where we will assemble, test, and prepare every single turnkey simulator that we sell to our clients across North America, across the globe. And you may wonder, this looks kind of weird for a racing sim. I would agree with you, it is not a racing sim. This is a helicopter simulator that we prepared for one of our clients. In the last few years, we've started getting more and more demand for diversified products. So we've started doing racing sims of all sorts, Formula 1, GT, drift, name it. We can do all styles. And then we started doing flight sim. We specialized first in Microsoft Flight Simulator, DCS for combat flight. And now we are dabbling in helicopter simulation. As you can see, we don't dabble lightly. This is a pretty exhaustive setup. And we like to offer a full portfolio to our clients that are looking to get a complete solution without the headache of building the unit themselves. When it comes to our turnkey systems, we now have a team of 10 technicians that are traveling the globe. Quite literally, we have a team right now in Saudi Arabia building 20 of these units for an esports facility. We travel Europe, we travel North America, most often in the US, to deploy these complete setups, these complete configurations for our clients. We have my colleague and our founder and owner here, Francis, working on this setup that's going to be rented. It's going to an IMSA race this weekend in Toronto. So that's also something we do when it comes to rentals. We have a series of these machines that we rent to companies and corporations looking to create something really special and give their guests a memorable experience at their event. All right, thanks everyone for sticking around. I hope you appreciated the visit here at Advanced Sim Racing. If you've placed an order with us and you're wondering where the hell is my order, there's a fairly good chance it's happening somewhere behind me. We strive as a group to produce exceptional quality at an exceptional speed to keep serving the community. So we hope you can appreciate that. We hope you notice the attention to detail and the care we put in our products. Everybody here are a bunch of passionate sim racers or car maniacs. So this has been truly a fun journey, and it's all thanks to the community all across North America. Thank you for supporting us, and we'll keep working hard for you guys.